Hello and welcome to the Absolute Zero Podcast, a monthly fancast where we discuss the Steins Gate Zero anime adaptation. As a quick warning, we will be discussing spoilers up to the most recently aired episodes. So if you haven't watched or played the original Steins Gate, do that first. This will serve as a companion to the Zero anime, so you can listen to it alongside that. Fun episode planned today. Besides the fact that we'll be talking about episodes 7, 8, and 8 of Steins Gate Zero, we also have, besides our usual co-host Steiner, a special guest today, Blick Winkel.
Toodaloo.
So we'll be going through some audience questions and some spoiler talk at the end of the episode. So to get things going, I just have to ask you both, what up, dog?
Not much. What up,
What up?
What's
what up,
up,
Blick?
dog?
What
What
up,
is up,
dog,
dog?
Blick? What up, dog Steiner and dog Blick? What up, dog?
I'm not a dog. I'm a man.
Yeah, what up, dog?
Well, you know, I've been watching the Steins Gate anime since 2008, and I'm a resident expert on it, I think.
Oh yeah, well, I guess we should say, Blick, who are you?
I'm Steiner.
Oh, okay. Is it true that you translated all of Steins Gate, Steiner?
Why,
And who
yes.
is this man over here?
Why, yes,
who
it
is-
is.
Who lies on the internet and says he
Well,
actually contributed
this
at all?
man, Blick Winkel, he was a homeless fellow I met in Santorino many years ago. And he said to me some very inspirational words, which I can't share right now, but I was so moved by what he said that I said to him, you know what, even though I translated all of Steins Gate on my own, in under a day, you can have the credit. I'm going to tell people online that you did it,
Some credit.
and that'll get you back on your feet, buddy. And you know what? You deserve that.
Did that homeless man look at you and say, those eyes, whose are they?
Oh, God. He did.
And then the Steiner's face turned to the camera and his eyes started to bleed.
Oh.
And then he threw out the old Chaos Head cartridge.
What?
It was a creepypasta.
Well, what's the the Chaos had Oh, yeah.
It was on Vita.
That's Chaos Head Duel.
He pulled out the old UMD for Chaos Head Noah. Blick, for real though, just in case people don't know or can't read
They
through
should know
Steiner's bad jokes.
he's a good man, vaguely.
What do you do?
I am a translator like Steiner, except I don't kill myself by working overtime. I typically do one project at a time. My first one was Steins Gate, which I did with Steiner. Lately I've been working on a secret or two.
So this will be fun for the audience questions later because we have two cloutmen with big Psi-ADV knowledge.
Bigger
And
than
they-
you.
Clansmen?
Cloutmen. Yeah, bigger than me.
We got the
I
big
am,
clout, Blick.
We got the big clout, and I am just a puny man with no clout. But I guess we should just right off the bat get the episodes out of the way. What do you guys think of these past two episodes, 7 and 8?
Well, I loved episode 6, personally. I thought it was great.
That's nice. What about episode 7? Oh, that's fair.
No, episode 7, why don't you start us off, Blick?
I'm gonna stop you there, Blake, and I just want to let the audience know that before we started recording, I asked Steiner about episode 7. He said, I don't remember that episode. So he's clearly trying to deflect. But Blick, what do you think of episode 7?
Brown.
I mean, all I remember is the scene where Okabe was talking with Mr. Brown about negotiating some bodyguard services for Kagari, aka Kana, which
Yeah, they don't
didn't
cover
really
that in
last
the anime.
very long. That pseudonym.
They kind of glossed that over, didn't they?
Yeah.
Well, there is one thing though. Wait, no, shit. Which episode was it where Suzuha identifies Kagari? Was at the end of episode 6?
Maybe? Was it? No, end of episode 6 was the
raid.
Yeah, the raid. And then the beginning of 7 was the, beginning of the raid. And then we saw, women's with riding suit show up.
Okay, so wait, fucking women's with riding suit did that. Oh man. But wait, when was it that was that episode 5 then that Kagari gets identified?
I think? Or is it early episode 6?
I think it must have been earlier. So never mind. That's not related to our discussion today.
But, let's see. Episode 7 was wasn't that just one of those episodes where it's just...
It went by. It didn't feel like a lot happened, but important setup did happen. So
The most important things are he approached Braun and said, Braun, I know who you be. And then Braun said, no,
I know who you FB.
Oh! Everybody Steiner made the first pun of the day. Just wanted to point that out there.
He feeds into me. It's kind of a parasitic thing. But don't worry, he's the master. I'm merely the student.
He's just waiting to throw that awesome pun at us.
He's biding his time. He's going to kill me.
Get that good pun in. 7 was really just like, it was good. I didn't watch 7. I was like, this is boring. I'm dropping the show. But it was good. It just not a lot happened. A lot of it was just build up for episode 8, which I'll say right off the bat is probably one of the best episodes of anything ever. Makes me big happy with what they did. But
7 also established that Amadeus was down and still down, right?
I think so. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, Amadeus goes down at the end of the episode.
And then
no, she comes back at the end of the episode, and that's how he switches world lines.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry, she goes down when the raid happens, and then
she goes down.
Really, Blick? That's what you're gonna start with? I'm disappointed. You should be ashamed. Get off our program. We would never make such crass jokes on this Christian television show.
Karisu-chan channel.
Okay, never mind. You're back on.
Jesus Christ.
And the end of the episode was good when the world line switched.
We can't not talk about that. The trip back to Alpha. I thought that was a really great way of ending the episode. It was very suspense-filled. And it was a post-credit scene, wasn't it?
Yeah, he just kind of shows back up.
Where she's there.
And then Kurisu was there T-posing.
I think that was a good hook. God damn it. But, because I admit to it, I like watching people sometimes react to episodes. Okay? I'm one of those filths. So, I used to hate it, but I was like, I wonder how people reacted to this scene, and it took a lot of people by shock, you know what I mean?
Now I know what you mean. By react, you mean YouTube react.
Yes, that kind of bullshit.
Not just, decent human being Twitter reactions.
I like seeing the moment it clicks on their faces because it almost makes me feel like I can feel things. So, I think it was a great place for a cliffhanger because everyone was like, holy shit. And then it's like, what's going to happen next? And I think that really was, the discussion was basically filled with, wait, how is she alive? That kind of thing. So I thought, from a, where they could leave it off standpoint, I think that was a great point to actually leave it.
It's nice to not be like cynical pieces of shit that know all the stuff ahead of time. That's not like expecting everything. But to be fair, episode 8 completed me. It completely threw me for a loop.
Yeah.
Just because. Okay, so for those, if you haven't seen it already, you should go do that before listening to this.
Yeah. What are you doing?
So
go.
Yeah, in the VN, basically what happens is during that exact moment, Okabe jumps back to Alpha, and then you get about a 10-minute scene where he's like,
lab.
No, I think he leaves the lab and then he comes back.
Yeah, but not like big time.
Yeah, so basically what happens, he shows up and he's like, oh, hi, Kurisu, hold my hand. And she's like, I'm holding your hand. There it is.
Now I hug you, and now I know you're from the other world.
And now she says, oh, go get me drink. And then he run outside, and then he's like, wait a second. Kurisu never drink a drink. And then he runs back. And he kicks the door down. He's like, thought you trying to change the timeline? And she's like, hee hee, yeah. And then she just does it, and then that's like about 10 minutes of screen time.
So yeah, the basic gist of it is the anime completely expanded on the Alpha world line shift, and I thought that was a very good thing to do, because it actually brilliant. Blake, you can talk more about this as well. Yeah. It really gave more insight, especially to the VN readers, because it also gave information that we didn't have.
Yeah, the most important one being, like, what exactly was the Gmail that Kurisu sent that changed things back, and how that would have changed things back.
Instead of just having the, like, open-ended, she did it, and it changed it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, though, we won't really know until the next episode precisely, but there was a widely believed by the fans, there was a general accepted theory as to what she had sent. Mm-hmm. But that is different to what they showed in the anime.
What was the theory?
That she leaks Amadeus to the public, and that's what shuts Amadeus down, which gives the big enough shift to, like, because getting Amadeus shut down completely would eliminate another one of the sources of the time machine stuff, because it contains Kurisu's memories, and which include memories of time machine shenanigans.
It's basically a digital copy of the thesis, so...
Okay.
Yeah, I never really understood why that theory was so widely accepted, but...
yeah.
I don't
They
know
saw
if it's...
Kurusa and they said, damn.
It didn't make a lot of sense as to him escaping from Alpha either, so...
It didn't. No, they did a better
Nah.
job of kind of having it work better.
But we'll see next episode, I guess, the repercussions of this, because, I mean, a big point amongst the visual novel players as well is that the visual... the fucking...
The Baba. The visual Baba.
The divergence meter shown at the end of this episode lists a World 9 number that is not in the visual novel.
So
Yeah.
fun fact. So from now on, we have no idea what's... Well, we kind of have an idea because apparently... And I still want to
Episode
get back to
3.
episode 8 because there's a lot I kind of really want to talk about as
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
who, like, picks up on dumb little shit. And by dumb little shit, I mean, like, oh, that shot was nice. And, oh, that music track was nice. But it's kind of from here on. Like, I know we're back in Vega and Altair, surprisingly. So I'm not... I mean, we are, right? That's what I... Am I wrong?
I think we are. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. Because again, the anime is a unique experience in comparison to the VN because they're taking a different narrative route with it.
They're multi-track drifting.
Yeah, basically.
Multi-world line drifting.
Hopping from side to side.
But yeah, episode 8 was really good, and I did not ever expect it to be as good as it was.
Oh, yeah.
Like I was excited because I thought that was one of my favorite scenes of the VN. It, like, conceptually didn't really do much besides like kind of provide just a little, hey, remember her? Bye.
Yeah, I didn't even think the episode would like stretch it out that long. I thought it would just be like maybe until like the first commercial break, and then that would be it.
I'm not disappointed in it though, because it definitely it fleshed it out really well.
Oh no, like with this episode, even if the rest of the show is garbage, so like I don't think it will be, but somehow if it is complete trash from now on, I'll still be able to look back at this episode and say, wow, what a good episode of television.
Yep. Can't say that about Chaos Child.
Ooh. If Chaos Child had at least one of these episodes in it, I think I'd feel a bit better.
Yeah,
but it committed too many sins.
It didn't have a single solid episode that I could have really judged, as great.
Chaos Head had an anime original episode. Remember how that turned out?
Oh my god, with the ice magic?
We got Digger-kun.
Yeah, the fucking giant pink digger and the giant robotic bugs.
Then like that Bleach sword fight with Norose.
Yeah, and then you had
oh god.
You had Ayase doing all the ice spells and shit. It was
oh my god.
It was so
Full
weird.
disclosure, I have not finished the Chaos Head anime.
Yeah, that's probably for the best, buddy.
I want to for the memes. That's the thing. I just know it's bad.
I need to show. Hang on, I gotta find. Hold on.
You could do it after the episode.
I'm gonna find this during the just while we talk in the background. I'm gonna find this though, but I need to show you a picture.
No.
Continue though.
You fucked up the flow. I don't even know what I'm on about anymore.
Oh god, I remember it now. It's awful. I'm laughing.
Fuck you. Let's see. God, everybody, Steiner ruined the podcast. Just like usual. But yeah, it's like even if the rest of it's bad, which I don't think it will be, we have one episode that's amazing, and if the rest of the series is this good, this will easily, at least in my opinion at the moment, be the definitive Steins Gate Zero experience. But there's still a lot they could possibly mess up.
Yeah, it could still go to shit.
But at least we can recommend episode 8 to anyone.
Literally, like, oof.
Yeah. Do you skip the Steins Gate Zero anime? Just watch episode 8. Did you skip the Steins Gate Zero VN? Just watch episode 8.
If you didn't watch Steins Gate before, watch episode 8. Just start with episode 8.
Just start with episode 8, yeah.
Honestly, I was talking about it like crazy on Twitter when like I was live tweeting it because I was fucking losing my mind at how amazing everything was. And I had a couple people like, oh wow, I'm going to give Steins Gate a shot now. And I'm like, hell yeah. Episode 8, you have magical powers.
I had like never cried watching anime before.
Did that get you?
I saw your face, man.
It got me.
I was sobbing.
It got me.
Audibly.
I didn't cry, but it definitely moved me.
We're kind of like dancing around talking about what actually happened. So at the point I thought Okabe was going to like walk out and then come back, it is like, Karasu, no! It turns that around and she says, yo, I got a time machine, bitch. Think about it for a couple days. Him going to Alpha Worldline was fascinating, but the FEN, like we said, just like it doesn't do anything with it because it's just Karasu and Okabe and they talk for a second and then he gets shot back to Beta. He gets to talk to Daru, he gets to talk to everyone else whose name I forgot. I think Fubuki's there at one point and she's like, hey, what's up? I'm crying now. They had a pretty good inclusion of her by putting her in the maid cafe.
Yeah.
There's a really good scene with Daru and Okabe.
Oh yeah, where he pushes him up and stuff. Yeah.
Like, hey, fix it, bitch.
Like he's cry typing in the cafe, and then Daru throws him out, and he's like, "Bitch, don't ever speak the Mayuri word ever again."
Yeah, you fucking trashed the tech, so don't be like this now, you bitch.
Like, in the VN, it barely even mattered that he had gone back to the Alpha World line.
Yeah, it was more like a detour. It was more like a pit stop. It wasn't really anything meaningful.
It was basically just an excuse to get him to face a live Kurisu again.
Yeah, it was Chio looking at the cameras like, do you feel emotion?
I need an excuse to get this CG in the trailers. Oh, another thing, when she found him, she noted that he had GPS on him. That was interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what was that about? Did she bug him?
I've seen
where
a few
is the
theories
tracker?
about like that. Oh yeah. Shit. It's in his brain.
I liked the new Kurisu outfit. I remember seeing someone on Twitter saying
Kurisu with new coat
basically exists to give Kurisu a new figure. And you know what? Give me that.
God damn it.
I would buy that figure.
But I mean, it was winter, so it was a completely different season, and they had to have given her like something to differentiate it.
Well, I honestly hate how consistent her outfit is throughout all the material. Like even in the Mio manga, she's wearing the exact same outfit she was wearing in Steins Gate, and that's like it's a few years afterwards. You know what I mean? And she's in America studying in her fucking institution, and she's still wearing that modification of her high school uniform that she was wearing in 2011.
Improper lab attire.
What was I saying? What were you saying?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, the GPS. So like, I've seen a lot of people like wondering about that. Like personally, I think maybe it's because he was on suicide watch or something. But
ooh, that would be good.
I don't know.
I like that a lot. What I really liked about this is it's basically all focused on Okabe Kurisu stuff. Like them having just their relationship was really neat. Mm-hmm. They have a lot of scenes where they just talk and shit. There's a really, really good one, which was basically the moment I cried when she brings Okabe to Mayuri's grave. Because the whole premise of the episode is, Okabe, you need to go back in time. Please, like, can I convince you? And he doesn't.
Excuse me, he moves sideways in time, not back.
Oh, okay,
in time.
I'm sorry, not back. He moves to the left. To the left through time. But, like, you need to go back to your own world line. And they even figure out he's from another world line in a pretty clever way.
I like that because it wasn't just the instantaneous realization that it was in the end.
You hugged me. He never hugged me.
Okabe wouldn't love me.
The sitting in Mayuri's spot was pretty... Ow.
That was... Ooh, it hurt.
I liked the parallel they ran with him putting his hand to the sky waiting to be taken away.
Yes.
Same like Mayuri used to as well. With her grandmother.
There were like so many shots that just mirrored Mayuri.
I really liked it.
It made me cry like a baby. I remember because I was sitting there, I was about to go to work, and I had to just get this episode finished, and I was just sitting, like I had crouched up with my work clothes on with my laptop, just crying like a baby because they nailed it. They nailed literally everything about episode 8. It's perfect. It has no flaws.
Honestly, I would say, if you have played the VN and you're not going to watch the anime, at least watch that episode.
Mm-hmm.
It's Because I know a lot of people on Twitter, they're like, this is the worst adaptation ever. I'm dropping it. The VN's better.
I'm pretty surprised by the amount of people who have been saying that, because to me, it's a very solid adaptation.
Did you finish the VN? Did you play the VN? Or are you just saying that? It's like,
I mean, it's like, how rarely does it happen that there's an official English release of a VN before the anime airs? That's like pretty much the only reason why we're seeing so many, oh, it's such a bad adaptation posts. I mean,
yeah, that's true enough.
We go back a decade, like Higurashi airing, there wasn't even a fan patch made yet.
How about go back a year to a little anime called Chaos Child?
There's a Chaos Child anime?
Oh, totally. It's the best way to experience the shitty visual novel.
The sequel to the prequel to Steins Gate.
The anime.
The anime. From the mind that brought you Death Note.
Literally every single time, though, I see people like shit on the Steins Gate Zero adaptation. I'm like, you don't know how bad this can be.
It's good definitely by adaptation. Well, Steins Gate itself, the original anime, was also an outlier as far as adaptation quality goes, because there's always a case of adaptation decay where more than often turns out shit.
Is that a TV Tropes reference?
Stop it.
Steiner, do you have a TV Tropes account?
I do
What
not
is it called?
I do not do this.
Do you have? Are you sure?
I do not do this, man. You go on that site, you get lost. You get lost for hours. You don't come out.
Besides that, since we have to move on to questions soon, really, what won me over, and this is the obvious shit in the book, you're like, well, I bet that one Cullen over is the kiss at the end.
Gee whiz,
all we got,
who could have seen that one coming?
Yeah, who could have saw that coming? Because the VN was just kind of, hey, Okabe, hug, bye. And that was it.
Hey, they had the pinky lock.
Well, yeah, they did that in the anime as well, and it worked as well.
I liked how when they were kissing, her hand moved up to press the send button.
Yes.
I thought that was good.
That was very good. They handled that entire end of the episode amazing, and that made me cry again.
When Lyra kicked in, that was great. Didn't expect that song there, but it was great.
And you know what? They could have ended the episode there, but the bastards didn't.
No.
And they kept it going.
They showed us exactly what happened differently.
Okay, so the thing is, so again, being the reactor fellow watching that I am, I watched a few of these, and the amount of people who didn't understand that last scene is astounding.
So what happened in that last scene?
They show us basically the episode 22 scene. From the original anime, but from Kurisu's perspective, you know when she bursts in, says, I love you.
Probably one of my favorite scenes of all of Steins Gate.
Tries to say I love you and gets cut off, but...
So, do you want me to... You can actually...
Yu-Gi-Oh! Boba.
Kaku Bobo? Alright. Kaka Bobo.
Fuck.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're reading Steiner. Or unless, actually, Blick, you explain it. I don't want to... Yeah. Well, Blick, talk.
So
fucking command him around. He's a
Blick, speak. What up, dog?
Remember how in the original Steins Gate, when Okabe pressed when he was about to press the delete button to erase the echelon log of the first D-mail, Kurisu bursts in and is like, Okabe, I lit, and then the delete button gets, and then he gets sent back to the beta world line. So, but in episode 8 of Steins Gate Zero, it shows that scene from Kurisu's perspective. We see, before, back to the kissy scene, we see that Kurisu's D-mail that she sends to switch over back to the alpha, or to switch from alpha back to beta, what she sent was, don't come in. Not like, don't come inside, it's a dangerous day, but...
Just don't come in.
Don't come in. So, we see her send that, and then we cut back to the Kurisu perspective of the echelon log deletion scene, where she's running towards the lab, finally figuring out her true feelings, but, like, right as she goes to open the door,
with the man she made out with for, like, an hour.
She gets the text, and it's so it's that moment that she gets the message that says don't come in, but she does anyway. But
and I like to point out that what really got me at the end is that it was from Okabe.
Yeah.
That was like, oh man. Oof, I need to look back and see if it said it was from the future or not. I'm pretty sure it will.
Well, it would
but...
have been timestamped.
Yeah, all right, it should then say from the future. So she probably figured it out. But what I loved more than anything is that she ignored it and did it anyway.
Yeah, she goes and does it anyway because she
That's
loves him
good.
that much.
That made me tear up like a fucking baby. I loved it so much.
Like,
it was so cute.
Did she even realize? Like, did she immediately realize that it was from the future though?
I don't know if she did. I feel like she just read it. It said don't come in. She just saw Okabe and she was like, fuck that, I'm going in.
See, no, what I would think though is that because if she didn't read it, like look in too carefully, she probably would have just been like, what the fuck, Okabe? I made out with you for an hour and now you're saying leave me alone? God, get out. But I'm going to assume she probably saw the timestamp because she's a genius, you know.
Mary Sue.
Shut up. Fuck off.
But anyway, it was enough of a distraction to stop her from.
Yeah, that was
him.
the important part, because obviously the implication was that without that mail, she would have burst in time and would not have. He wouldn't have hit the enter key and returned back to Beta.
I'm so happy with everything about this episode. It's the episode 8 episode, everybody.
Wait, we forgot to talk about how Okabe actually talks about what's been happening in the Beta World line.
Oh, that's right, because she learns that he met Maho and Leskinen and stuff.
and Leskinen.
That didn't happen in the VN.
And also, he actually talks to her about Amadeus, and she's like, "Oh, you met her."
And then
you met my sister.
She gives him a warning as well, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's the one who points out that Amadeus would also have the idea of how to make a time machine.
And also, I think what was another right, it's completely I've just gone off, but I've realized this is another clever thing that was in the episode. Okabe gets the lesson on perspective.
Mm-hmm. That
yeah,
how they met. Is that what you're gonna talk about?
Yeah, it was their first meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because he realizes that her first meeting with him was different to his first meeting with her.
Mm-hmm.
And that I think that's a way they're trying to plant the seed of him learning the lessons without the other roots.
Pretty smart.
Because he sort of learns that, perspective can't necessarily be relied on when it comes to switching world lines.
Lots of really subtle stuff they're kind of trying to do in this adaptation.
Yeah.
Because like you said, to make it work without all the extra roots.
Yeah.
I'm still a little bummed we didn't get Twin Automata, but you know what? Episode 8 makes up for that.
They'll probably figure out a way to include the Moeka and Maho development from that, though.
I hope so.
Have them sleep over at Ferris's place just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
I mean, they could still. Oh wait, that would be spoilers, I guess.
Yeah, we're not in spoiler talk.
Yeah, we're not in spoiler talk yet, man. Hey.
Come on, man. It's not cool.
I'm not the one who brought up Twin Automata.
But we're past that already.
Colin.
So, fuck you. So in the VN, there was this whole other route that the anime, as of this moment, skipped past. And that's all we're going to say. Some good shit happens in that route.
Moeka gets shafted again.
Yeah, they always fuck up Moeka, don't they?
She's pretty fucked up to begin with.
What?
In the head.
They ruined her stuff in the original anime, and then now as well.
I mean, we don't know.
Well, we'll see, but we're assuming.
Yeah. But I guess that's episodes 7 and 8. They were good.
Yes.
I am satisfied.
I am very happy with what they did. Good job, anime team people.
Wow.
I give it a 10 out of 10's gate.
I was going to say I give it an 8 out of gate. Shit, I should have said gate out of 8. Son of a bitch.
I hate the
Steins gate 0 out of 0.
Oh my god.
It's not as bad as my pun in my review where I was like, this gets a 0 out of 10. And then everybody clicked out of the video. We're going to awkwardly transition now into questions.
Oh boy, question time.
All right, so I'm going to go to the YouTube comments first and then Twitter comments. We're going to try to not make these spoilery. And if I see a spoiler question, I'll leave that for spoiler talk.
Okabe dies.
Everyone dies eventually.
Everybody one day will die. Steiner's going to die in a week.
Mentally.
No, physically. I'm going to do it. I'm going to pull the trigger.
You know, if I actually die in a week, there will be an inquest launched, Cullen.
No,
you to know
I'll be out of the country now.
You're already not in the country. You're in America.
Oh,
What?
you missed a pun because you're a fool.
What did he say?
Absolute zero evidence.
Oh!
I want to say that in my trial.
Fuck.
Did you
Fuck.
kill Steiner? And I'll say, you've got absolute zero evidence.
And then you wink at the camera.
And then they're going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then I'll look at the camera again and I'll say, this is the Steins Gate of murder mysteries.
Do they even allow cameras in court?
It'll be my camera.
You
I'll be
have to-
periscoping the whole thing.
You have to look directly at the sketch artist and wink at them.
Oh, dude.
Okay, first question. Kleptomanta says, from what we know so far of the adaptation, without removing any constraints like number of episodes, do you think there's anything they should have done differently?
Should have given it to Madhouse.
Yeah, oh, yes.
Given it 12 episodes, personally.
Okay, so there. You got our answer?
I would have given the World War III scene a bit more context.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I forgot that existed.
Yeah,
Give,
the way they glazed over it was just...
They better come back to it to make it kind of worth something, but at the moment it's kind of like, eh.
Yeah, otherwise if they try to introduce things like President Syndrome, it'll be kind of like, what was up with that? Come out of left field.
It's hard to tell if they want the anime viewers to know the context, though, yet.
Yeah, I guess.
So it also kind of makes talking about it kind of awkward as well.
How different of an experience do you and this is all the same person, they asked 4 questions. How different of an experience do you think it'll end up being compared to the VN?
Well, I think it's definitely going to end up being a very different experience because, as they've stated there, they're taking the narrative in a single linear route direction. And I think in a way that's almost counterpoint to the original's message, but...
If they do it smart enough, they might be able to get it.
If they do it in a clever enough way, it might end up being better than the way the original presented it.
I think it's still more of a supplement rather than a replacement.
Yeah.
Do you think it has the potential to actually be better? We say maybe.
Episode 8.
Episode 8.
Episode 8's definitely better. But
that's your answer. Episode 8. And then why does Blick act like Steiner didn't translate Steins Gate single-handedly?
Because we all know what he did with that single hand.
Ooh.
What?
He ate it.
Tasty
hand.
Tasty hand.
Gotta wrap it up in some foil for some takeout.
Put it in a box.
Do.
It's my arm in a box.
All right, this is a good one from Gemma Leum. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. My question is, and I've been really excited about this. What do you expect from the special Blu-ray OVA episode? Wait, that shit's gonna be on Blu-ray only? God damn it.
Oh, that's how they do it, bro.
I want a musical episode adaptation of Mother Goose.
God damn, you're gonna treat us to your cover, Blake?
You want me to sing the song?
I want Liskanen to kick the door down and start shooting a pistol in the air and say, "What up, dog?"
Yeehaw!
Ride him like a cowboy, Lintaro.
Ride who like a cowboy?
Your girlfriend, Lintado.
What the fuck? Is he filming?
What?
Is he filming this?
Yeah, he comes in with a camera and a gun.
Ride it like a cowboy!
Lintado, it's me. I hope you're doing your girlfriend. Bye. It's like, oh, thanks. Why'd you bring a gun? And he said, for shaman girl purposes.
Oh no.
Anyway, next question.
Wait, what happened? I didn't get a chance to answer.
Okay,
the
say
thing.
it. Say it. What do you want from the avu?
Well, I need to think about it now.
God damn it. Blick, do you have any hopes of what you want from the ova?
The ovum.
We get to see Okabe's mom. Because she was just like a silhouette in the visual novel.
So you want this Mother Goose?
Yeah. How else are they gonna sell CDs?
If they do Mother Goose, I hope they make it make sense.
It does make sense.
Maybe I'm too stupid.
Cullen's not a learned boy. He's not a clever man.
I play Blaze Blue in bed, and I say, hee hee,
Don't you mean
my
Blaze
characters are together.
So basically, Mother Goose is what happened to Ragnar the Blood Edge and the Blood Edge, except in song form.
Oh. I've completely forgotten the question.
Fuck off, Steiner. So, now we're gonna go to just some Twitter stuff.
Oh, I want another outfit for Daru.
Yes. I want buff Daru.
Yes, please.
I want thick Daru.
He already is.
On Twitter, We Do Repair says, best girl, best pro tag.
Wait, in what?
Side EV.
In Science Adventure?
Both Maho. Maho is technically the protagonist of Twin Automata at the end.
That is fair.
She gets the last perspective shift and the last lines. So there.
Technically, anyone who has a cutaway is a protagonist, so that counts.
Pretty true.
My favorite protagonist is...
Pretty proud of myself for that one.
Is unabashedly.
Yeah.
And I may get some flack for this, but I still like Takumi the most.
I bet you do. Cunt.
I like him because he is garbage, and he is my favorite.
My best girl, Kurisu. Best protagonist, Takaru.
Takaru's very good as well.
I related to Takaru more than Takumi, because I too am a piece of shit.
You pretend to be normal?
Sometimes.
He does. He's like me, you see, but he wears a sheet over himself.
Yeah, I'm real good at hiding my garbage.
But
and it's also hard to talk to people in the real.
Best girl though. Can I say Daru for the best protagonist? Because he's gonna be one.
I mean, technically, wait, no, did he get it?
Dash.
No, but is it Dash gonna? Is it actually him and Dash?
Yeah, dude.
Because I thought
Daru's the Dash pro tag, man.
No, but why are they showing, like, on the box? It's Kai and Aki, and Daru's
there is sidekicks.
Why are they on the front of the box? Like, why are they?
Because it's mirroring the robotics notes box.
Oh my god, Chio's gonna trick people into buying this, and then it'll be a whole game about Daru jerking off.
It's Daru and Frau adventures on Tanegashima, man.
I don't want that.
Why the fuck?
I mean, I'm gonna
want that?
partake in it. I will, I'll be excited.
Cullen's
I want
a man
Aki.
who is going to buy Steins Gate Elite, so don't listen to his opinion on games.
that's another question. We have.
Anyway,
I want Frau to teach Suzuha all of the wrong things.
Yes, should be the best aunt.
She's gonna teach her how to T-pose.
Oh
to
my
assert
god!
dominance on her father.
Someone needs to draw Frau and baby Suzuha T-posing. Oh, dude. But no. I need to stop you.
Send tweet. The tweet has been sent.
Okay, so what were we? I still need to say best girl. It's got to be Ayase, right?
That's fair. I can't debate you on that.
Ayase is very good. Well, nah, she's still the best though.
Who's better, Ayase or Yui Sakakibara?
Oh no, you can't do that to me, dude. Fuck. But Ayase, she tells the future.
And she's like the best.
But
that's it.
Is she the only one who's appeared in every? I mean, had some involvement in every.
Not Zero.
She wasn't in Zero.
Everything.
I'll retroactively change my answer to one of the questions. I want the OVA to just be Phantasm in Zero Land. That's it.
God, her songs would be the most depressing in that world land, I think.
I know, that's why they needed to exist. I love Zwei a lot, but why I wanted Phantasm.
What, did you just call them Zwei?
Is it Zwei? I don't know how to pronounce things.
It's a German word, you loser.
Well, what is it, idiot?
I don't know.
Fuck you. Zwei.
Zwei. Eins, zwei, drei, that kind of thing.
Anyway, we're spending too much time on this simple question.
Wait, I didn't see my best girl, though.
Pick it!
But, what?
Pick it.
I like Aki a lot, though. She's great, too.
Alright, Aki. He picked it. Aki. Everyone heard it.
Okay, fuck it. She's great.
Okay. The lovely soggy sad boy.
Oh, he's just the
best
boy.
Soggy boy.
So soggy.
Have any guesses as to how the rest of the anime will be structured in its adaptation? Maybe more / less non-VN stuff, etc.?
All original content, all the way.
Whole thing from here on out is just original.
That would be nice.
Oh. It ends with him on the Delta World line.
Ooh.
Which then ties into the announcement of the Darling anime adaptation.
Darling Elite.
Oh my god.
Yeah, which then ties into the...
Darling in the Gates?
Fuck off. They could do that. They could like chain it. They could be like, at the end of the Zero anime, he ends up in Delta. Now we're announcing the Darling anime. At the end of the Darling anime, they announce Steins Gate Darling Elite, and then at the end of that, it ties into Robotics Notes Dash.
And then Steins Gate will just keep. It'll be an show that exists forever. You can't stop Steins Gate. It'll just keep going.
I wonder if they'll give Dash an.
I would love them to do that so I could actually watch it.
Well, it'll get a translation eventually, anyway.
Hopefully.
I wouldn't get my hopes up too high lest they get dashed.
It'll be kind of a mishmash of new and old. That's
Something
it.
new, something old.
And then it'll end the same way, but hopefully have more like, I don't know, they'll flesh out the ending a bit more is what I want.
Yeah, I think it would be good if they showed a little bit more of the process towards the end.
Instead of just being like, oh, we did it. Bye.
It would be kind of lame if they ended it like the V ended with just Maho reading the little blurb.
The epigraph, yeah.
Denai Prophet on Twitter says, what is your favorite moment in Steins Gate Zero and why?
Well, that's a loaded spoilery question.
Oh, and well, mine now, episode 8.
Which scene though? The kiss?
Yeah, okay, shut up. Well, not honestly, if like memeing wise, yes, the kiss, but realistically, him looking up like into the heavens at Mayuri's grave.
Because you're realizing that Mayuri's the best girl.
At the moment, that's well, honestly, like VN only. What I have to say is also a spoiler.
Yeah.
A lot of, I guess, reawake. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it's yeah. The thing is, it's very loaded, but the best, I will say this, the best scenes of Steins Gate Zero are yet to come, in my opinion.
Yes. I'm excited to see how they handle that. Blake, what's your favorite moment in Zero?
I think we're all thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Okay, well, what's your favorite moment so far?
Yes, that'll work. From the anime.
The animes.
Carissa receiving the email that she sent. Probably.
Oh,
that was
good.
Just
a
because
very
that was
powerful
like
scene.
eye-opening, but mostly to the people who
Open
had
the
played
eyes.
the VN first.
Next, Jacob PF says, how excited are you for an anonymous code on a scale from 1 to Age of Infinity? I'm going to say I'm a... we'll do it out of 10.
I'm a very tepid 3.
I'm going to say I'm a 7, because I don't think it'll ever come out, but if it did, I'd be a...
That's what the Age of Infinity option is.
Oh, yeah, I guess Age of Infinity. It's never coming out, but I want it. If it actually ever gets localized, I'll be back to a 10. No, I'll be a 9, because Cultic 9 wasn't great.
And a Cultic 9 out of 10.
Yep, a Cultic 9 out of 10. There you go. Blick, what's your scale rating? Rating scale? Pick a number, any number.
22 out of 7.
Cool. He's the most excited out of all of us. He's super
He's 3
special.
times over hype.
All right. From Jacob is all 3 top 3 songs in all of Psy ADV and why?
Like vocal songs or background tracks?
I'm going to assume vocal.
I'm going vocal, yeah. Probably all but vocal is probably going to be the easiest.
I don't even remember all the track names.
I remember all the
Honestly,
track names.
Besides
Let's see.
the vocal.
Let me just go to the Chaos Head vocal collection and then pick 3 songs from that.
Well, I like Ignis, which was not actually in the Steins Gate Zero game, but it was created for Steins Gate Zero. It's about Kagari. It's really nice.
Desire Blue Sky.
Desire Blue Sky is fantastic.
I think it's better than a Will, but maybe I'm crazy.
I actually like it more than a Will as well. So
I like Find the Blue, but only when it starts with the drum roll.
Find that blue.
Let's see. I like...
That's like Gladial. It's a great song.
Oh, yes. Last Game, I'm going to say is up there.
I don't have Last Game up there.
I like it.
There's a lot of...
It sounds good.
I like... The thing is, most of Phantasm's songs are really, really high for me. So
I need one that's not Phantasm. Well, I guess Desire Blue Sky is not Phantasm. Gladiel? Wait, no. Shit. What's the one in, Chaos Child? What's that called?
You mean, Shit.
See?
No,
Yeah,
I know how
yeah,
it goes. Vanitas
that one. The Vanitas.
Yeah, Vanitas of the Eclipse, yeah.
Yes, that one is super high. Sorry,
Yeah,
had
I
something
actually
in my
like
throat.
that song, so lyrically it's very cool.
And I was gonna say, I think it's armor clad of 300. Whatever that one is.
Clad in steel armor, high priest of the
Yes.
300. Yeah.
That one or Vanitas are probably next.
Yeah, I mean, I think I translated half of these, but they're really good.
Blick.
Find the blue.
Find the blue again.
Keep finding that blue.
Hacking to the blue.
The vocal version of Gate of Steiner.
That's a good one.
Ooh, that is actually, yeah, that's very good as well. Shit. I don't know if I like that or last game more.
And the Star Song from Mother Goose.
Which will never show in the anime. Unless they find a way to like do it as an insert song or something, I feel like they might be able to do that in certain scenes.
Oh, when Kagari gets finally gets on a rocket to her home planet.
I have to go now. My mommy needs me.
It's her as fucking Tuxedo Mask. Just
My job here is done.
But you didn't do anything. That kind of sums up Kagari entirely.
Yep. Get ready, everybody, for that character to go fucking nowhere. Maybe they'll fix her. Maybe they'll throw in some anime-only bullshit and fix Kagari.
They'll give us 2 Kagaris.
Do any of the side material of Steins Gate actually clarifies the true ending? Oh, this is from Dokoroff, by the way. Why the time machine disappears, the 2 Okabes in the Steins Gate world line, why Daru and Mayuri remember Okabe traveling to the past, and some other info that is stated in the VN. Regards from Mexico.
The 2 Okabe, there wouldn't be 2 Okabes. We've seen the Okabe time travel physically like a few times, and whenever he goes like, because he tried the mission, but he didn't, like when they went back to the rooftop the second time, there wasn't like a second time machine, you know?
Yeah.
Like it explained in the VN that like when you go back in time physically,
you're going back to a new time.
It's like a very slightly different world line. In fact, I have the numbers written down. It's like it's like 0.000003% difference each time he goes back physically. So
and sexually.
So like I mean, like that's kind of why they went back to the time that they left in the time machine, even though the time machine disappeared. There wouldn't be 2 Okabes in the Steins Gate world line because there weren't 2 Okabes any of the other times that they time traveled and returned, you know?
Yeah.
It's just kind of weird because
that also kind of answers the why Daru and Mayuri would remember him traveling to the past, because he didn't change enough to make it.
Do they remember though? I didn't remember.
Yeah, they do, because he comes back and they're like, "Hi, welcome back. Oh, you're bleeding," and he's like, "Not yet," and he winks at the camera. And then he says, "Bazinga!" and he jumps off the roof.
I'm curious about how he does explain that to the authorities when he goes to the hospital.
Yeah, I've got all this blood that someone lost, like, months ago.
It's all over me. Don't worry about it.
It's all over me. It's still fresh. But the crime scene isn't fresh.
Oh, jeez.
Wait, it was his own blood, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was his own blood. Okay, I think he just said, like, I got mugged, sorry.
I'm covered in my own blood.
But that answers your question, I guess. No side material needed. I'm sure Riggs is going to yell at us in the comments. Yep. Let's see.
Too bad I'm not going to read them.
Oh! Okay. More questions from Kleptomanta, and this time on Twitter. What are all of your general opinions on Chaos Head? And then I'm going to say this last part of the question until after we talk about Chaos Head.
Chaos Head is very much flawed. I think Chaos Head Noah helped it a lot, but it's still definitely far from perfect. It's got a very divisive protagonist, and he's hard to like, but I think that's the whole point. But obviously, you know, even from that narrative standpoint, that doesn't necessarily...
It makes it hard to play it, even if like it's supposed to be that way.
It doesn't necessarily make the game engaging for anyone, even if it's deliberate, you know what I mean? What I will say is I like it a lot. I like how shitty Takumi is. And I like the message that the story has, basically.
On a mechanical level, I thought it was really good at establishing like the franchise and how it worked, and I mean, like the delusional trigger system was like a completely new idea.
Yeah.
And basically each new iteration of Psi ADV since then has followed up on that idea by giving like really weird player interaction to their trigger
all
system.
special.
Yeah, like
Super
super
special.
Chaos Head had the delusion triggers, and Steins Gate had the whips out phone. Then Robotics Notes had the whole Pokecom
Tweet.
thing.
And maps.
Tweeter. Good old tweeter.
And then Chaos Child had the delusion triggers again. Then also,
Mapping
yeah,
triggers.
the mapping triggers, which wasn't utilized nearly enough.
Wasn't as important.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah. Chaos Head really, I mean, besides it being the first and establishing everything, I pretty much think that Chaos Child really does everything that Chaos Head wanted to do, but better.
Yeah, I think it was a perfect follow-up.
It had to be
yes.
first.
And then it failed. Twice. But yeah, I also like Chaos Head a lot. It's one of those games where I wish everybody could play it, but I can understand why if they didn't. Because there's a lot of shit in that game that people just would not want, without getting too much into that, because oh my god, that game has some stuff.
I thought it was alright.
I've seen one person ever who said that Chaos Child was a disappointing sequel to Chaos Head, and I've never seen like I'm all for opinions, but that is a wrong opinion.
I think also with Chaos Child you can very much tell that the Hana route was written by the original writer of Chaos Head.
Apparently that wasn't well received in America. I loved it. I thought it was amazing.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. But like, it's also not well received by like a lot of people thought it was funny and weird, because it is the weirdest of all the routes, and it is very much the most Chaos Head out of all of the routes. And again, you can see that it makes people. It's the most divisive of the character routes, I would say.
And I mean,
That's why you should play it
also,
right after Common.
It's also the only one that Sakumi makes an appearance.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Wink, wink. Play Chaos Child.
Wonk wink.
Wonk.
Takumi is such a piece of shit in that game.
Piece of shit all the time to be like, dude,
You know, but he learned nothing.
just wait till you play Robotic Snouts, dude, because he
so he can. I know. So he learns nothing
he
more.
learns even more nothing. It's great.
More nothing. Good God.
Dude,
I love
he fucking
Takumi.
tweets. He tweets publicly. He says, superpowers are real. You know, just.
I used to have superpowers.
Did you guys know that Takumi Nishijo runs InfoWars in the Psi ADV universe?
I can see it. Oh man.
The Illuminati is putting stickers into your brains.
They're turning the frickin' Garrows gay.
God damn it.
Okay, so we all said what we thought about Chaos Head. It's a good game. Now the
Chaos
second
Child's better.
Chaos Child is way better.
Yep.
The second part of this, which I didn't want to say because I know Steiner wouldn't be able to focus on the question.
Yeah.
Also, fight about Elite.
I don't like it. I'm not really gonna play it. Maybe I'll play it. Maybe I'll watch someone play it.
I'm gonna buy it for you. We already said.
If you
I'm gonna
buy it for me,
you.
I'll play it. But I'm not gonna buy it myself.
All right.
I mean, I might buy it for the novelty that it'll be like the first thing that I've worked on to be on stores in American shelf.
Yeah,
Did Galgun 2 not make it there?
not in
No,
stores. It's a
not in
P Cube,
stores.
so.
It's in stores
yeah.
here. It's in stores here.
Well, yeah. I wonder why.
Not in America.
So that's actually what I tell a lot of people at work, because for those of you who don't know, I work at GameStop. That's one of the biggest selling points, in my opinion, is that this is the first time a Steins Gate or a Science Adventure anything is making it on American shelves.
Oh wait.
not
Oh
just-
wow, they were never on American shelves either.
They were not.
Oh, that's
nope,
funny.
Amazon
yeah,
only for us.
in the game stores here, like I've seen Chaos Child and Steins Gate and Zero and stuff on all the shelves.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
we
any
never got that.
I don't think any PQ title has been.
That's a shame. That's
like,
a shame.
had
It's a nice
retail
experience.
space.
So
Yeah, that's why I'm so excited.
No, I did see Steins Gate and Steins Gate Zero in like the GameStop. Pre-owned.
They add them
section
later.
on the site.
yeah.
Never, but it was never like in stock, even pre-owned in any of the GameStops around me.
Oh well, no, that'll be great then.
But yeah, Elite is going to I'm excited about it, but I just like the idea that I get to sell it at work.
And chill it.
I get to shill it. I'm shilling it as hard as I can.
Anyone who buys an anime-related game, you have to shill it to them.
Okay.
Anything remotely Japanese, like, hey, have you heard of Steins Gate?
Like, I don't have a funny retort because that's literally what happens. I have a poster hanging up on like a flyer I have hanging like dangling from the ceiling, and then I like point to it if they buy anything Japanese related. When I answer the phone at work, I say, "Thank you for calling GameStop, where you can pre-order Steins Gate Elite." And this is not a joke, by the way.
You should say
this is real.
You should say moshi moshi.
I got in trouble from my boss because I don't say, "Would you like to pre-order Call of Duty?" I say, "Would you like to pre-order Steins Gate?" And the district manager came into our store and saw my Steins Gate Elite flyers because I put it all over the store because I want this to sell well.
Yep.
And it became an issue that they had to contact someone about, and I am no longer allowed to put flyers up.
They had to tell you to GameStop.
Oh. They said I was being too elitist. Oh. But
Gotta be gate kept.
Steiner doesn't care. I'm excited, and Blick likes the novelty.
I'll maybe see if they like adapt the scene with Nai in chapter 9. I would like to see that animated, but that's about it for me.
I want to see what they do for the foreign pin badge seller.
Oh yeah, will he be a white man?
Because all the text says white man, but
maybe they'll change it.
they'll replace it with a Latino.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they actually do change that though. So
it'll be funny if they don't.
Yeah,
if they do.
Ah yes, and here's the white man. Wait a second.
And that pretty much wraps up our questions. Fun.
The question section.
What?
Yeah.
That marks the end of the question segment.
Okay.
You make me
so I guess
drink.
So what we're supposed to do now is supposed to be like spoiler talk, but I don't really know how we would begin this.
I don't even think there's much to talk about, is there? I guess it's expectations.
Sorry for people who are expecting.
How can we spoil it if we don't know where it's going?
It's actually true. That's actually a good point. I mean, I think.
But I just want to say real quick, if you care about Steins Gate Zero spoilers, stop watching at this point. Follow all of us on Twitter. You know, the big plug shill thing. So
links down below in the description.
Click the like button, and I'm gonna shoot Steiner in the head for 1 like.
Oh yeah, bro. Wow.
In Fortnite, just kidding.
With a Glock wonkle.
Okay, but yeah, spoiler section begins now. If you don't want to know Zero VN spoilers, get out.
All right.
You have 1 second.
This is gonna be like probably a short segment though.
Yes, it'll be a very short bit where we're just talking spoilers. So yeah. I'm going to steal a joke that I cut from an earlier episode because it was a spoiler. I really hope they get Leskinen's gun on model.
I just hope they get Leskinen's face on model. That would be nice. Because the VN couldn't do that very well.
Oh, God, no.
Honestly, just... Okay, yeah, so in terms of if we're actually going to full spoilers here, I just fucking hope that the anime actually ages up the characters in the 2036 part.
Yes. Yes, because they were like, the VN's like, oh, I had big, ugly, gray hair, and then you cuts to Okabe and he looks like he's looks like he's still 18.
Show us Luca's face.
Yeah, well, I don't think they can avoid it, can they? Because, yeah, he meets with them, so...
I mean, they avoided showing Mayuri's face pretty much.
Yeah, but they can't... Yeah, but they can't when he's actually interacting with them and stuff. And the thing is, the avoiding of the Mayuri's face was also straight from the Arclight manga, because like it just has a shaded and like basically the first scene of the Steins Gate Zero anime was the first like the first 3 pages of the Arclight manga, perfectly adapted.
I want to see Mayuri yell at her daughter more.
Yeah, I can't believe they yeah, that's one. Oh shit, we should have discussed that when I was thinking about changes they made that weren't so great, but it's not a big deal.
We talked about it in another episode.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else?
Because Mayuri yelling at Mayuri slapping Kagari would be kind of a foreshadowing of Operation Arclight, where she does the same thing.
I'm sorry,
to
what?
Okabe.
What's
Mayuri,
Operation
like,
Arclight? Do you mean Aqualight?
Anyway, we need to show that Mayuri has a thing for slapping people and making them get in the damn time machine.
Get in the fucking time machine.
Like I said before, I'd like Kaguri's backstory to not be nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know. You could argue that it's better that she's just some kid, but when you hype her up as like something amazing that could destroy the fabric of everything you know about Steins Gate, and she's just some kid, it's kind of.
Oh, you mean like in World War III, what she is?
She's just a kid.
Yeah, just.
Yeah, she's a babu.
That's it, and it's like. And then at some point, I hope they make it a bit better handled about her identity in Vega and Altair.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm not sure how they're gonna do anything with the switching between routes, but we're gonna see. You know what I mean?
One thing that I want, I want better closure to Kagari's story, because like her big fear about changing the past was that it would separate her and Mayuri, right?
Yeah.
Like, no, World War III means her parents don't die, which means that Mayuri has no reason to adopt her.
Yep.
So I was thinking like maybe they could show her and Mayuri meeting in some capacity.
Yeah, well,
in a brighter future.
The thing is with antimatter, it showed that Kaguri was it showed that Mayuri was a kindergarten teacher, and I thought that was probably a good way to segue into her meeting Kaguri. Like, if you get me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, cause
just want to see something like that.
Yeah, I think if they showed something like that, it would be nice.
Kagari accidentally calling her teacher mommy.
Yeah, it would be great.
And like I said before, I would like the true ending to make a bit more sense.
Well, it made sense. It
or
was
at least
just
flow better.
It was like a fucking jarring switch all of a sudden.
They could do what they did with episode 8 and show like the repercussions of it and how it contributes.
I would really like if they show all the Okabes like over and over again, like, because the thing is with the Ouroboros novel, it shows an extended version of the nostalgia the
Nostalgia Critic.
Extended cut of the Nostalgia Critic.
I want just Okabe instead of the Nostalgia Critic in the opening.
Zero Okabe remembers, so you don't have to.
And he has like the gun.
Stop it. Okay, but because the Ouroboros novel has it has that extended version of the video D-mail. It has him explaining that it's called the Nostalgia Drive mail. It's all that shit, and it basically has him saying that like he's learned from like countless tries, like and like every try was a new lesson, and he's
'cause that's the theme.
Yeah, the whole point is it's superimposed.
theme
It's a
of
superimposed zero that creates the future.
I would like something that like transitions better, because all that Vega and Altair ends at is just like ha ha ha, and then he's like surrounded by a bunch of guards, and then it just cuts to the future.
I mean, though the last
like,
lines do the whole Einstein quote thing and pretty much imply what he's going to do, but it doesn't really do a very good job of showing it. So,
show not tell.
Like when they're recording the video, like it would be kind of neat if they would like do like while he's reading it, they like do a silent montage of all the different
Okabes.
timeline.
Yeah, like because like, in the Ouroboros novel he explicitly mentions like an Okabe that got lost 70 million years in the past, an Okabe that tried turning his mental data into a D-mail, like all kinds of these things, like
oh Jesus,
all these plans that failed but still created new lessons.
I didn't even know about that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
How did he learn about this?
But we don't really know it fully, but basically it's implied that he has like sort of had
super
a soft...
reading Steiner.
Well, he might I don't know. It's not really fully explained, but he basically is the culmination of all of them by the end of it.
He hacked into the gate.
Oh my god!
But yeah, I mean, my hope is that they'll just present it a bit better at the end, and they'll really show it properly.
What if the OVA is just gonna be the true ending?
Oh god.
I wouldn't put it past
Chaos.
them.
What if they do a
Chaos Child
fucking
did it.
another movie?
Oh.
I think that's it though, isn't it?
I'm trying to think of anything else I kind of want to see. Oh yeah, with the way things are going, I really want the promised Renascimento. Like, however you say that, I don't know.
Hell, dude. Renascimento.
Promised ravioli.
Promised.
The promised ravioli. Yeah.
Promised ravioli. I want that to happen.
I'll be right
in a
back. Real quick.
satisfying
Sorry.
way. Oh, okay.
You two just talk it out. I'll be right back.
No, we'll wait.
No, just
We'll
fucking
talk
chitter between yourselves. It'll be
No,
a
that's
good
fine.
piece.
We're
Bye.
just gonna sit here in silence. So we're back from our super long silence. Ravioli. I want them to do it. That's all. And I'm not sure how they're gonna get back to that. I don't know how they're gonna do it. Because you can't just cut ravioli. Do you think they're gonna cut it? Do you think they're like...
No, they couldn't possibly
they
cut
couldn't.
ravioli.
I'm still... Like, what I'm really surprised about, if this is gonna be like a 24 episode show, it feels like we've already made like a lot of progress.
That
in
is
the
a
VN.
very fair point, which makes me think that they're probably going to devote like extra episodes to fleshing out content from the VN.
I would be fine with that. I'm surprised we already made it to Alpha in episode 8.
But I mean, we do also still have the other side to cover. But then again, if next
Yeah,
episode's going,
but not a lot
if
happens
next
there.
episode's going to be Vega and Altair, and is next episode going to be Pandora's Box? Sorry, then we're already making quite a good bit of headway into that branch as well.
Yeah, so like, what are they gonna do? Is it again? It's just gonna be Leskinen's gonna steal the show for the remaining half. It'll be Leskinen's life.
Speaking
With
of
a gun.
Leskinen, do you think we'll see Judy or Leskinen as the antagonist first?
We'll probably see Sinister.
If they're smart, they'll do Judy.
Yeah, I was gonna say it would be better from a storytelling to do Judy first, because it would sort of, because there have been some anime owners who've been like, this guy's a little fishy, and I think if they did Judy first, it would throw people off the scent, and then it would come for like a 1-2 punch when Leskinen's revealed later.
Because that's how it was in my playthrough. Because I did Ravioli first,
Oh, I see.
For sure.
and then yeah, whatever. I had to review the game. I was under a time crunch. Blame Steiner for putting the guide out there. How about that? So I did all of Ravioli first, and I think I had a better experience that way because I didn't suspect Leskinen at all. I went through all of Altair saying, "Huh, when's Judy gonna show up?" And then Leskinen was there with the gun. He said, "Need to put the shaman girls in the bag
What if they somehow make both of them
with
carry out
guns
their
on the staircase."
both of them carry out their plan at the same time?
Put the brains in the bag. Put the shaman girls in the bag.
No, Leskinen. But the brains first, and the shaman girls.
Have a Mexican standoff with Judy.
Oh, that's
Judy
actually
and
pretty
Leskin.
funny. Like, wait a minute, Judy. You work for Dipper. Wait a minute, Leskinen. You work for Stratford. Oh, man.
Then Brad's up there like, CERN, remember us?
I work for CERN. And he just jumps down and starts kicking their ass.
He kicks a wall down with 2 shotguns in his hands.
Oh,
Sir.
my God.
And he's got, like, Naya in a backpack
Like
carrier.
fucking
A knife.
battle of the, like, double and triple agents. Just... That would be great.
And Okabe's in the middle of it. He's like, oof.
Moeka shows up and he's like, no, go away.
No, that she's gonna say, I work for Maho. And that'll be her character
And
development.
then Maho's on her back in a backpack.
With a knife.
Maho and I are married now.
This is my wife. And her knife.
Oh my god.
Oh, and then Maho can have a chicken fight with Nai. With knives.
Knives.
Knives. So that was spoiler talk. I'm sorry that it was mostly memes. We hope that it's good.
Just like real spoilers on
Oh.
like 4chan.
Just
one
like
uses-
real Kaguri's backstory.
Kaguri.
Remember when they gave her 2 backstories and it still wasn't anything?
It was
I
really
do.
weird in the novels because they constantly accentuated like literally fucking the first time Kaguri appears. There's like 2 pages describing her hair.
She looks like Kurisu. What could it mean?
Nothing.
Oh man.
But yeah, thank you everybody for, watching episode 3 of the podcast. I'm surprised you got this far, because we've only almost been going for 2 hours. And it'll be edited to shit, of course, but for our end, almost 2 hours. We already did the account shill stuff, but so we'll see you back in episode 4.
Will Blick
about
be
4
back
weeks.
in episode 4?
We
Find
don't
out
know.
next time on
Episode 4.
of
Episode 4.
Of episode 0, you twallop.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, this is fade out to last game or whatever.
Good night, guys.
We reach to the future.
It's actually
something,
that's not even remotely
something.
that you. How do you fuck up the lyrics when they're in
Gate of
English?
cider, when we walk to
How do
the
you fuck up
street.
the lyrics when they're in English? Colin.
and then we
We
get
drift through the heavens,
tired,
Hatanai or Moi, okay?
and then Steiner's a weeb.
I'm a weeb.
What a fucking bitch. Gate of Steiner.
I'm his gay. All right.
Oh, that's perfect. All right, no, we're done.
Okay,
Bye.
we gotta go.
I almost hit leave call instead of stop recording.